Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Crafting with V. And if you're new here, welcome. So glad to have you. And if you're returning, thank you so much for returning. Okay, today I have Coffee Chat and Whip. Coffee Chat and Whip. It has been a little bit since I've done one of these. Earlier in the week, I could not do this. I tried to record this and I was not able to. So I'm going to try again. And if I'm not able to record it, then I won't, but I will try. This week has been a very trying week for me. So I'm going to go ahead and go over to the canvas. Right now, this is not my Disney one. This is actually still my landscape one. I have been working on Chippendale a little bit, and I've been working on a few other Disney ones, the smaller ones I'm taking with me. But I really want to finish this landscape, and I've got less than a 30 by 40 section left to do on it. So I thought that during this one, I would go ahead and work on this today. But I'm going to go ahead and switch the camera over, and then we will go on from there. Okay, right now I am working in this little section right here. I'm almost done with it. Oops, wrong way. That is actually how much of this canvas I have left to do. Just this little bit right here is all that I have left. So let me zoom that back in. Let's see if I can get it fixed back so that you can see what I'm working on. Okay. So anyway, and I'm sorry if I get a little emotional during this. This may end up being a very short coffee chat and whip. I am using my little trays that I got from Temu. I use this for most of my greens that I have in this painting. And then the rest of them I just have in the jars. And I use one of my pink trays. I believe this is one that I got from Temu as well, but I love these trays. And I have my French vanilla coffee that I just fixed, even though it's in the afternoon. I really needed my coffee today. Normally, I only drink 1 cup in the morning now, but today I actually need this extra boost of caffeine. I think I shouldn't have it, but I do need it today. Anyway, the reason that I haven't posted a coffee chat and whip in a little bit is after last week, or it hasn't even, it started on Friday. It started on Friday of last week. Today's actually Friday. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon. Anyway, Friday we were in here. My dog, Tiger, she kind of just spaced out. And whenever she spaced out, she was just looking into nowhere, and then she was having a real hard time moving around. And we had talked about taking her into the vet to have her put to sleep, if that was the case that she couldn't move around and everything. Well, that next day, she actually got up, moved around a little bit that morning. We were like, okay, we'll wait till Monday, see how she's doing. Well, Saturday night after we went to work, she, I guess, I imagine that she had another stroke. I'm not completely sure, but she was almost 19 years old. She was very close. Anyway, Josh said that she was barking a little bit, and Tiger is not one of my dogs that barks a lot. She'll only bark whenever the other dogs were barking. And said that she was barking a lot and she couldn't really move. Well, we were planning on taking her in and having her put to sleep on Monday because she is 19 years old. There's not anything that they could do for a stroke at that age, for a dog anyway. But she actually did not make it through the night. So Sunday morning, we took her and buried her. It was pouring down rain. And then we had to go to work that next night. So went into work and everything. Everything was good that day. Well, Monday, whenever my son was putting Bailey outside, she did not want to go outside that night. He had to tell her 3 times to go on out, or several times. And normally, the first time you tell her to go to their room, they do. And anyway, we normally leave them out there till about 10, 12 o'clock the next day in the morning. And I'm not saying that we put them completely outside. They have a room to the house to where they get to sleep and everything. And it's got a doggy door that goes outside, so they have the whole backyard. Anyway, and we normally open up the door around between 10 and 12 the next day. Well, he went to let them out. About that time, it was Tuesday at this point. About that time in the morning, so they get to come in. Well, he didn't see Bailey come in, but that's not unusual. She likes to spend time outside. She likes being outside. So he didn't think anything about it. Anyway, Josh was going to go mow the lawn, so he yelled at Aiden, "Want to go mow the lawn?" And Aiden was all excited about going to mow the lawn. So he went ahead out there, and I was bringing something in from the car because we hadn't been home that long. We had went to Fort Smith and ate lunch up at Village Inn. Had a pretty good day, except for my daughter had called and asked us to watch the kids, and we had to tell her we were in Fort Smith. But she could try to call her grandma and see if she could take her to see her aunt because they had just put her on hospice. I know her aunt, but I don't really know her that well. But she needed to go and see her. So Joshua watched the kids where she could go, and then I watched them once I got back. But anyway, we had just gotten back. They were going out to mow the lawn, and I was carrying some stuff in from the car. He yells at me, tells me to come over there. Bailey was laying up against the fence, and she had passed away. Now, with her, I don't know why. Because she was 12 years old. They had plenty of food and water. I don't really know what happened at all. But anyway, that was probably the reason she didn't even come in then. So we had to take care of her. So I ended up losing 2 pets in 3 days apart. Anyway, it was a really, really bad week. But it didn't end there. My son's fiance, or actually my son called, it was about midnight that night, and asked if our insurance would cover him going to the emergency room. We told him yes. That time we didn't realize how bad it was, what was going on. But anyway, they go to the emergency room, and they didn't let us know until the next day. Or that they ended up texting and letting us know that he was in ICU. They put him in there, and he is just going to be let out of ICU today. But his blood sugar had been running over 300. He's a type 1 diabetic, and I'm putting that on the wrong one. For most of the day before they went. And he was planning on going to the doctor the next day, but it just got so bad that he went ahead and went to the emergency room. Well, by the time they got to the emergency room, his blood sugar was registering 580, and he was in ketoacidosis. I think that's how you say that. Anyway, so he's been in ICU all week. He is doing better. They thought that he might get to come home today or tomorrow, but this time has caused a little bit of kidney damage, so I believe that he's going to have to stay a little bit longer. How long, I don't know, but so my week has not been good. But I'm going to get off of that subject. And I'm sorry. You can hear a bullet in the background. He is actually my only dog that I have left now. So I have Bullet and I have Stardust. But anyway, I was just letting y'all know why I did not post a video this week for that. Bullet, hush, come here, come here, come here, come on, come on. Where are you going? I call him over here and then he goes and gets his food. That's okay. Anyway, other than that, hopefully my son will be out of ICU today. Should have already been in a room yet. I haven't got a text message about it yet that I know of. I'm going to call him later tonight and check on him. Josh is supposed to stop by there on his way home from work and see him. So that might be why they didn't go ahead and text. 27. And I'm sorry, I got a little bit emotional on that. But anyway, I am really, really hoping this next weekend and week goes a lot better. Hey, that's what I was doing. That whenever I had that, I was trying to put that AB down, it pulled my wax out, so I switched to my wax pencil. And I forgot to put more wax in this. Anyway, so I'm hoping that next week is a lot better than it's going this week. I do have to work tomorrow, and last week at work was a very busy weekend. I do not know why, because normally after the 4th of July, it's not that bad until we start getting closer to the next holiday. But it was really, really busy. But it ended up going, it was okay at work. I'm actually glad that it was really busy so that it could keep my mind off of things. Which at that time it was just Tiger. Nothing else had really happened at that point. And yes, I know I have a dog named Tiger. Or I had a dog named Tiger. I'm the one who named her that crazy name. And the reason that I named her is whenever she was a puppy, she used to always bounce around. Like Tigger from Winnie the Pooh, she was constantly bouncing around. So it was supposed to be Tigger, and somehow it got Tigger the Tiger. And then somehow everybody just started calling her Tiger, so that's how she got that name. But I had her since she was a puppy. And I'd recorded a video the other day, which I believe I've got it scheduled to come out Saturday, tomorrow morning. But this other video that I recorded was just of this showing the stickers from the Temu haul. I didn't put those really in the unboxing, so it's just a quick little video going through them. I figured if people want to watch it, that's fine. If they don't have to. But anyway, during that video, I think Bailey, I had to get on to her because she was getting into the trash. It was just all of a sudden with her. But some people say that it could have been because she was so close to Tiger. Anyway, on some good news, yesterday my oldest grandson turned 7. We ended up getting him a bicycle for his birthday. We went up there and gave it to him. He's not having his party till this weekend. Me and Josh have to work, so we won't be able to go to it. But he wanted to have some kids over at his party and stuff that couldn't be there until the weekend. So we went ahead and gave him his bicycle. He liked it. And he even said, "Well, Nanny, now I can ride down to your house." And we were like, okay. Sometimes, maybe. But yesterday ended up not being so bad, other than I was just entirely too busy all day long. Normally, I go and see my mom on Thursdays, but I had to go and see her today instead, which was a good thing because whenever I got there, she was in there playing bingo, and then they had a little birthday party for one of the residents. After that, I got to stay about 45 minutes with her before I had to go and pick up my son from work. And I had told him yesterday that I was not going to leave until 3 because he normally didn't get off on time anyway. Well, I left at 3. He was scheduled to be off at 3, and he actually got off work at 3. So he had to wait about 20 minutes for me to go and pick him up from work today. But yeah, yesterday we had one of my grandson's therapy appointments, and I had to take them to get some groceries, and took Aiden, and Courtney wanted to get Aiden something for his birthday. So we went to Dairy Delight and got something to eat. And then whenever we were fixing to leave there, Josh calls me and tells me that, asked me if I could go over and help his mom because her air conditioner went out. And he was asking if I could go, and just one moment, okay? Okay, sorry about that. What was I saying? Oh, asked me if I could go over there and help her finish vacuuming out the drain pipe and seeing if it was clogged or something, and trying to look at the fuses to see if they were okay. Which I did that, and I helped with the drain cloth and all that, and it was fine. But it still wasn't working. So I went ahead and came back back home. I got 2 of our fans and took them over there to her. Well, I guess this morning it started working somewhat in part of the house, so hopefully they can figure out what else is going on there. I'm going to get my teas out of here. But anyway, that is about all I have for today. I'm sorry today's video wasn't really upbeat and everything. I'm doing a lot better. Like I said, I recorded this video once and I did not post it because I couldn't quit. I couldn't keep from crying. So, anyway, I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. What is going on with that? Hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. I will see everyone later. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.